show love and be on the streets. That's what it's all about to me. I don't want to be behind a desk or be behind a computer selling things and stuff like that. Nah, I want to be right here out there with these players, you know what I mean, showing love to a game that I love and respect to them, and at the same time providing some dope messaging behind our clothing and stuff. It's your boy Krispy with the Keep It Crispy podcast. We are back at it, man. This is going to be season 2. We started this podcast last year. Right now it's February 1st, so whenever you guys see it, it's probably going to be a couple days after. It was an amazing first season. We had 13 episodes, guys. 13 full episodes of at least 30, 40 minutes each. And we had some dope guests that we were speaking to, mainly before the basketball season started. And it's crazy when you look back at it, because from when we did these interviews and we were speaking with our guests to see what they've accomplished already, we're almost done with the season already. But the things that they had said and spoke into existence is actually happening like in live time, which is crazy. Shout out to my guy Caleb Wilson from Atlanta, Georgia. One of his goals was to make it to be a state champion, and not only that, but he hit 1,000 points the other day as like in his high school career. Right now he's a junior. He's still got a whole another year left. But to see him hit that 1,000 as a junior, after like speaking with him and seeing all the hard work that he put in and day out, and to actually like, you know, see that happen, it was amazing, man. Like the stuff that these kids and the guests that we had go through to get where they are, like, it's hard work. It's straight up hard work. There's no like shortcut for any of it. Straight up hard work. And to hear that and to actually have that happen is pretty dope. So that was one of the cool things that happened from season 1, to see that progress. One of our other guests is my guy Jalen Grant from Roselle Catholic. He runs the point guard there. And when he was on the show last season, it was his first year being the actual point guard running the whole team. And he's doing a phenomenal job. He's one of the leaders in the entire North Jersey basketball scene. So it's crazy to, like, you know, speak with him and see all the hard work that he put in as well. Now running a state-ranked team in Roselle Catholic is pretty dope. So shout out to him as well. My man Jaden Glover, he's a beast. He's on St. Pat's, the Patrick School. But one of his goals was to be nationally ranked, because they weren't nationally ranked at all last season. And guess what? The Patrick School was nationally ranked this season, which was a dope accomplishment. And, you know, seeing all the hard work he put in and the stories that he was telling, make sure you hit that episode up. That was a pretty dope time as well. So that was pretty cool as well. Then we had my guy Nick Boyd from FAU. Y'all know him from the historical run that FAU had with March Madness last year. But he's doing his thing, man, as a sophomore this season. Like, he's killing it. He's in the starting 5. He's putting up consistent buckets, and he's getting to work. So to see all the progression is something truly, really, really, really cool to see, because, you know, behind the scenes you don't see all the hard work that these athletes put in and day out. But you just see the results that come with it. But just, you know, hearing about the stories and the behind the scenes stuff and seeing things happen, man, that's pretty cool. So for season 2, we have a lot of things that we have lined up. We just wanted to get our feet wet with season 1, you know, give you guys some dope content, and just let you guys know the process. Like, we want to interview these athletes as they're up and coming to their goals that they have to get to the league or to whatever the goals are. But we want to show behind the scenes, like, the hard work and the roadblocks that they face daily, and the pressure that everything comes with it. You know what I mean? Like, how do they overcome that? How do they get to where they are, you know, ranked amongst hundreds and thousands of other athletes? It's something really, really, really special. So we want to show and have everybody see, you know, what that daily routine looks like. Go get inside of these athletes' heads and see what they're thinking to become to where they are trying to go to, which is pretty cool. So for this season, we got a whole slew of dope athletes that we're going to be interviewing as well. As a brand, Krispy, we want to be more in the local scene. We want to be more in the grassroots scene. We want to be, you know what I mean, like, at every single game that we could get to interact with the coaches, interact with the players, interact with the fans, interact with everybody. We want to be out there, because the love for basketball, for me especially, Like, it's been around since I could remember, man, since I was like 10 years old, even before that. So to be able to give back and to go to these games and, chop it up with some players, like, I respect the game so much that I know all the hustle that they're going through. Juggling school, juggling workouts, juggling all the pressure of being nationally ranked. Like, that's hard, man. That's a lot. That's a lot of work to to be on your shoulders. So at such a young age to get through that, I respect that. So we've hit up some games, man. We went to my hometown here, Lodi High School. Shout out to the Rams. We seen them play, which was pretty dope. Just seeing the hustle that these kids have, like, it's just crazy. It brings me back to the time when I was in school, and I was busting my ass, working out and doing practices and you know what I mean, being in these games, having visions of going to the league. Obviously that didn't happen. My height just didn't really coordinate with me, but I still love the game. So it was pretty dope seeing that. We want to sponsor a lot more athletes with Krispy NYC. We put a post, actually, so if anybody's hearing this here, we put a post that we want to sponsor a whole entire high school basketball team's warm-ups. A lot of people have sponsorships by Nike, Adidas, Jordan. But you know what? You got to let the little guys eat for a little bit. So we want to get back out there. We ain't going to be little for long. I'll tell you that right now. Krispy NYC, we have big, big, big goals and big plans. But I want to give back at such an early stage to be able to sponsor some of these, schools and athletes. So we're actively looking to do that this season as well. We just had a dope event. Shout out to my guy, Trev James, the Guard University, back there in Ramsey. There was about 4 or 5 dope athletes: Michaela Blakes, Tahad Pettiford, Peyton Seals, my guy Alex Masung. So we went up there, we showed love. We sponsored the event with some dope Krispy shorts and packages for the players. And that's the type of stuff I want to be doing. You know what I mean? Obviously, we got the brand's running. The brand's got customers. It's cool. It's got supporters, followers, and all that stuff. But I really want to be in the community, popping up, doing pop-up events, going to these Slam University events in New York at the Rucker. And, I want to and show love and be on the streets. That's what it's all about to me. I don't want to be behind a desk or be behind a computer selling things and stuff like that. Nah, I want to be right here out there with these players. You know what I mean? Showing love to a game that I love and respect to them. And at the same time, providing some dope messaging behind our clothing and stuff like that. So that's definitely one of the things we want to do. We have a lot of cool and interesting athletes that we plan on bringing here for the new episode. So definitely stay tuned for that. I also want to shout out a cool event that I'm going to be speaking at the panel for the NIL showcase. So shout out to Squeaky Moore for actually giving me the opportunity to be on the panel. We're going to be speaking about that on Monday, February 19th at 7 p.m. So if you're interested in that, hit us up. We're going to just be showing other brands that the benefit of investing in up-and-coming athletes and athletes in general for their marketing purposes of their brand and stuff like that. Because I think it's a very important thing to be invested in the up-and-coming people who are going to be changing the game and swaying the market, which is athletes. I'm telling you this right now. I've been locked in for 4 years now. Even before the NIL was even a thing, I was supporting up-and-coming athletes with care packages and sponsoring them and trying to give them different avenues of, helping their brand. And now that they could actually benefit off their image and likeness, why not do that with the Krispy brand as well? You know what I mean? Why not give these athletes a chance to make some money off their own image by rocking some dope gear and being able to sell it and getting a commission off of it? So I'm going to be speaking at that dope event and, just letting everybody know. So a lot of brands don't know that there's another avenue to market themselves through athletes. It's not just, mom and pop stores and online and different things like that. The game has changed, man. The game has changed. The youth are the ones that are making the movement here. They're swaying the buying decisions for companies because that demographic, the youth that are up and coming in high school and even in middle school, that's what you should be focusing on because they are the game changers. They are next up. They are the ones that are literally dictating the market. And so what better way to do that than, showing them love, sponsoring them, and investing in them. That's what we've been doing from day one. And that's what we're going to continue to do. That's one of our main goals. One of our other main goals is to sponsor an AAU team. That's what we really, really, really want to do. Krispy NYC wants to be out there in the grassroots of basketball and athletes and be able to, sponsor an entire team, Team Krispy. So y'all keep an eye on that because we're coming in strong. I'll tell you that. We're taking over. That's one of the main goals, man. We've been really working hard for that. We haven't really rolled that out yet because we're still kind of like finalizing stuff with the brand and making sure everything is legit with the brand and everything is flowing on its own before we venture out into different things like that. But we definitely want to 1,000 million %. We want to do that. So that's definitely on the come up. Stay tuned for that. Another good thing that we got coming as well is the Krispy Hoops collection. So the Krispy Hoops collection, you guys know us for our shorts and our, we got some dope sweatpants like the ones I'm wearing now, the acid wash pants. We got some hoodies and stuff like that. But to really zone in on the basketball circuit, because that's what the whole brand's about, being athletes and basketball and stuff like that. So we want to be able to provide hoopers with some dope gear and have a choice of, different armbands, different leg sleeves, arm sleeves, headbands. We're going to have the underwear collection that's going to be coming. I'm telling you guys right now, we haven't released it yet because we're still working on the fine tunes of things because we want this material and the actual feel for everything to be super quality and premium. We're not just trying to shoot out junk. So trust me, we're doing trial and error. For our shorts, it took about 3 years. And still we're tuning it up to find the perfect pair of shorts. That's why they call it the world's most comfortable shorts. Now with this basketball collection, we're doing the same thing. We're doing trial and error behind the scenes. You guys don't even know about it to make sure that the different arm sleeves fit perfect. It's the material's good. The actual quality of the stitching is good. The logo is printed perfectly. We want the underwear to be super, super comfortable and moisturized. Like I'm telling you guys, a lot goes into this whole entire hoops collection. So we really, really want to make sure that we're on that. So make sure you keep an eye out on the Krispy NYC page for that because that's definitely coming. That's going to be an amazing time. I'm very excited about that. That's one of the things near and dear to my heart because the brand was based on, athletes and hooping and basketball. So 3-4 years later, we're finally releasing the collection that we want to release. So that's going to be an amazing time as well. We got a couple other dope collections coming out too on the Krispy side. We got the camo collection about the shorts. That's dropping soon. We have like 4 different camo designs and color schemes. That's coming as well. We also have another cool collection called the Courtside Krispy collection. Now, I don't know if you guys been following the gram, man, and you be seeing me sitting courtside to these games, showing love to all the up-and-coming players. But I'll tell you one thing. The feeling of being on courtside is like no other. So when I wanted to do this collection, I wanted to kind of explain that in a form of shorts. So the Courtside collection is only going to be for the concierge of Courtside. So what that means is it's going to be premium hand-sewn shorts that are going to have a Chanel patch attached to the shorts with the CP Krispy logo. That's premium Chanel, which means if you guys don't know what Chanel patch, think of like a varsity jacket, the patches that they have. But it's going to be on the actual shorts. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be hand-stitched like all the other shorts are. It's going to come in a premium Ziploc bag that you could reuse for anything. All right? It's also going to come with a couple of like things that are going to explain, inserts that are going to explain what the Courtside Krispy collection is. Because I appreciate the finer things of basketball and fashion. So should you. So the Courtside Krispy collection is only going to be for those very few that really, really, really love the finer things of life and the upper echelon and those kind of things. And the price is going to reflect that as well. So we're trying to go for, you know what I'm saying, those who really like that quality, like the extreme great quality. So the Courtside Krispy collection is definitely going to come out very soon. Be on the lookout for that. But other than that, regarding the podcast, I mean, we made great strides. We already have almost 2,000 subscribers, which is crazy to me because we only started this about 3 months ago. We got 13 episodes in. We plan to do another 13 episodes for season 2. So this is the first episode of that. We're going to have a lot of cool different guests coming on. We're not going to release anybody's names yet. We're still locking in dates. It's going to be crazy. One of our goals for the podcast as well, too, is just to get out there more, pop up at different locations like we did with my man Bugs over there at Monmouth University. Shout out to Bugs. He's actually doing his thing up in Monmouth University as well. That was a cool experience being on the center court, making sure that we get, some dope footage in the back and backgrounds rather than just being here all the time. So we're definitely going to pull up to a lot more different locations. I can't wait for that. Season 2 is going to be 13 episodes as well, just like season 1. So we're going to be doing a lot of that. We're going to have more solo episodes as well. We want to just, chat about what's going on in the world of basketball and sports and stuff like that. Not only, having guests with us, which is cool, but we just want, to integrate the fashion with the sports world as well, with the athletes, up-and-coming athletes. That's what this brand is all about. So keep an eye on that. We're going to have a lot of different special guest hosts as well. Not just interviewing these guests, but we're going to have them being a host, which is going to be cool, man. We're going to have like 3 people here on at once. So that's going to be really exciting. But again, man, guys, thank you for, tuning in for the whole entire season 1. It's been a blessing. 13 episodes in, 2,000 subscribers deep. Thousands of views on each episode. It means a lot. Like, you guys could be viewing anything else on YouTube, but you're viewing the Keep It Crispy podcast. You know what I mean? Because we're straight, uncut, raw. Like, this ain't no editing, nothing. This is what it comes out. This is what it is. You know what I mean? We want to push that message that the world is yours and take risks and go out there and get it because, life is here for the taking. Anything you want is yours as long as you put your mind to it and you go out there and get it. I say this message all the time, but it's true. And to share the stage with these dope individuals that we're interviewing and hearing their perspective on what the world is yours means to them and the Keep It Crispy podcast, like, it's just a fun experience, man. It's all about having fun. If you're not having fun, what are you doing it for? You know what I mean? Got to have fun. You got to go out there and make things happen. So that's just a quick little update on how season 1 ended and what to expect in season 2. Again, I appreciate you guys, subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do. It's dope content. I'm telling you that right now. There's no BS. We're straight to the point. We got cool conversations happening, and we got a lot more coming for season 2. So you already know. Keep it crispy and get fired up.